while I listen to Daddy-O. All right, so I haven't done a Last Word live since April, I think. So it's about time. Wasn't feeling great yesterday, feeling better today, and while I got the energy, I am going to do the Last Word talk that's showing original pieces, talking a bit on them, what I remember, and sharing my creative thoughts with you, and just going with the flow. So let's start off. It is a political year coming up. Let's go with this piece right here. Created back in 1991. Bushwick Bill, George Bush. It's important to pick the appropriate running mate. So hip-hop, we did this kind of reverse. We got Bushwick Bill, who picked Bush as his running mate, and mind playing tricks on me. Damn, homie. As you can see, this is early days of the Last Word with the source. So this is a black and white piece, actually gray and black piece with white highlights. Details, people in the crowd, Bushwick Bill, his Chucky doll, George Bush was the first. Always tried to, when I could, add a political statement, combine hip-hop and politics, combine hip-hop and comics, whatever was working to get the point across. That's what I was trying to do with the piece. Pretty damn self-explanatory, if you ask me, the piece. Actually still one of my favorites. I have a couple of favorites. It's like choosing a damn kid. Bushwick Bill, George Bush, the election, crystallized in a 1991, The Last Word. All right? Second up, Last Word, hip-hop, politics. Bill Clinton. I hated when everybody would say he's the first black president. I ain't find nothing black or soulful about him except for him playing the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. But just to play into the humor of what was going on, since many black folks thought he was down, and as a result, he thought he was down, I did this piece here of him wearing all of the brand names from that time period, or as many as I could throw in and combine into one piece. He was protected by Fruits of Islam. What else? What did the thing say? It says, y'all are my peeps. I got no beefs with the brothers. He's a West Coast. Know what I mean? I promise more dead presidents for all my dogs. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to record execs, there's got to be more brothers. Trying to throw in a legitimate point with just a bullshit taking joke, sense of humor type flavor. Still get people who comment on this piece. I know it made a lot of people laugh. That was the mission. But if I could get the same amount of people laughing and thinking, then I did exactly what I was trying to do. What year is this? This is 1996. So this must have been, this is like re-election or 2 years in. All right. So Bill Clinton, not George Clinton, not the first black president, but depicted here in The Last Word, the political tip. So from what I just showed you, from the Bill Clinton, from the George Bush, the first piece, dealing with politics, to the Bill Clinton Last Word piece. Sounding like a commercial now. Wrap the vote, but get out there and vote in 2020. Can't have Trump back in office. Am I crazy about Biden? Hell no. But it's the lesser of the two evils, and since America can be evil, you got to use what you got to get what you want. See what I did there? All right, so that's the politics of the last word right there. Let's go back to the straight up hip hop flavored, who was hot at that time period commentary that I would put out to the masses. Next up is 1994. Coolio. Play on the movie Hellraiser. Well, play on the movie Hellraiser with Hellraiser. Coolio. Let me see. Is the lighting on this all right? Cool. I was going to go all in detail-wise, but I wanted people to be able to tell who the hell he still was, although I knew that was possible. But putting nails throughout his face, creative-wise, artistic-wise, I thought would be too much. So I just went the route of making his hair stand up, putting the lines and stuff through his face like the movie, have him reaching out. I know I look creepy like a stalker of my own artwork. All you see is my friggin' eyes. But seep in on the artwork. Hellraiser. Found out he was going to be on the cover. There was different routes I could have gone with this piece, but just the idea of his hair, and that was his gimmick at the time. And the idea of the movie Hellraiser and a play on Hellraiser, it just to me was a solid idea back then, and definitely probably a choice. I think I had bumped in the movie maybe about a month before I knew I was drawing Coolio. So the movie was still in my mind, so it was just an easy adaptation to create the flow. I got my reference. Got my photo reference. I remember watching the movie again to see what little pieces I could throw in that cause people to remember it, but also for my own little jokes and humor. It was all about amusing myself. If it didn't amuse me, I wasn't going to draw it because I figured it wasn't going to amuse the viewer. All right, so Coolio, Hellraiser, yeah. Next up, this is actually one that I think most people don't remember because when it was printed, they did not necessarily follow the way that I wanted it to be done. I brought it in, I did the layout with the assistant art director. We took our time, but for some reason, I think this was like a change of art directors. They did not follow what I had listed. So what you're seeing right now is the artwork that I did. By this time period, I would come in, scan the work, add the words, add the jokes and stuff in Photoshop. So this is without the jokes, this is without the punchlines, this is without the wording. Those yellow kind of word bubble things that you see there, they had words in them when it went to print, but I'm putting together a last word book now, and I'm actually laid this out the way it should have been. Obviously, this is Master P, Mystical, and Silk the Shocker. Now, during this time period of the source, I wasn't allowed to draw any kind of guns or stuff in it, so I did my best to maneuver things and make it look like toy soldiers, obviously. Obviously, it is a play on words, the whole thing. The New Orleans flavor, No Limit Soldiers. I love how this piece looks. I remember having to go to Toys R Us and buy a bag of toy soldiers so I could have the actual reference and the feel of toy soldiers. So remember lining them up. I got the soldier that was on the walkie-talkie, the soldier who was I think holding a bomb. Actually not a bomb. What the hell are them damn things called? I can't remember right now. one on his knees with a rifle, hand grenade, brain freeze. One holding a hand grenade and one holding a rifle, and I just had to flip them, take the guns out. Um, I remember just looking at the soldiers, the toy soldiers, putting lighting on them so that the lighting would look good. I drew the toy soldiers. Got my reference from Master P, Mystical, and Silk the Shaka. Added their heads, their faces, made sure the structures was all right, and then painted the toy soldiers that I saw with the green highlights, making it look as toy-listic. That's my word. Yeah, I created that. That's toy and realistic combined, making it as toy-listic as possible and authentic. And digging this one out and looking at it anew, I really love how I capture things. And like I said, putting it together with the actual jokes and punchlines that I had intended. I actually just did this one 2 weeks ago, adding the words and Photoshop and all that. That will be in the book. All right. Next, final piece. This is a hit and run. This is in and out. Tupac. Two Faces of Tupac. This one I created in 1994. All right, so this is, I think this is my first Tupac piece that I did for the source. All right, so there's a lot of history on this one. Never like meeting Tupac and sitting down and having a discussion with him, but being in the same room with him and people around him, he always had that air of looking out for the sisters, doing positive things there. But then negativity towards some sisters, positivity towards some brothers, negativity towards some brothers. So I was like, he's kind of got that angel devil thing going on. It's like the two faces, Tupac. When he's in the East, when he's in the West, when he's doing good, when he's doing positive. So that was the idea and reason I did this piece. The good guy with the devil on his shoulder, the devil with the angel on his shoulder. Just trying to find the right way to go in this crazy ass world back then and even now. So when this went to print, definitely got some good feedback from it. It was a different time period, so wasn't looking for the feedback. Didn't necessarily get it right away in the moment. But then years later, the movie Tupac Resurrection came out. Right? I had got a pass to go to the movie. I went to see the movie. I'm watching the movie, and all of a sudden my artwork pops up in the middle of the movie. And no one asked me. No one informed me. No one paid me for the usage of my artwork in the movie. I'm like, what the fuck? As I'm sitting there watching the movie with my artwork going in and out, more or less they used the artwork the same way in which I did it to describe the two faces of Tupac, the two modes, the two attitudes, the two different ways he could go. So they used it in the movie. I waited around, I watched the credits. I got a credit at the end of the movie, but I never got any money. So obviously what they did was they got usage of it from the source. And the source didn't tell me back in the day, and I didn't get paid for the usage of it. So I go about my business a whole lot differently since I first saw this being used without my permission and without payment. I use it and manipulate it now into a positive. But this is the Tupac piece, Last Word, 1994. And then using the Tupac movie Resurrection. All right? Questions, leave them after. I will respond. Just wanted to pop in since I hadn't done one of these since April. I think, yeah, since April. So I think I showed you 5 pieces today. Let me count, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the 5th piece. I will try and do another one of these before the summer is over, before my schedule gets crazy and hectic. And while my health and mode and everything else is on the positive, I got to use my energy to share the gift from above. All right. Everybody have a good day. Keep away from stupid people. Wear your mask. Take care of your damn selves. I am trying to take care of myself as well. Now, peace. Hopefully I can shut this damn thing off because I always have trouble shutting this damn thing off. All right.